No, I'm also going to defend this game a bit. Because there are things about this game that are great, things that are not so great, in my opinion. And a lot of things that I want to sort of put into parallel with other DMC games, because I think you can do that. Like, okay. So, let's start with the most obvious thing, which I'm going to point out. I'm going to be playing the definitive edition of the game, which is the re-release that they did for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Because this is the version you need to play now. Like, if you're going to play DMC at all, this is the version you need to get. Because it improves upon so many things from the base version of the game. It's kind of unreal. Anyway, let's get into this, because I don't want to dawdle, and I want to start this right. Okay, first things first, let me go into options and make sure everything, that everything is set. Lock on towards. To be honest, I don't actually mind the towards method for Stinger. But I might switch it up, just in case. I'm also going to put tutorials. I don't think you lose anything if you have tutorials off, unlike some of the other DMC games. Also, hey Jellybean. Glad you can make it. See, Dante is interesting to me because by the end, I think he's okay. And I was looking at some of the comments in the chat, and I do agree with some of them. And I don't think Dante is the problem. I think another character is a problem, or like an even bigger problem. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Anyway. First things first, I'm going to be playing on hardcore mode, because basically, okay, here are the main things that they changed for Definitive Edition. They added a hardcore mode, which basically makes the scoring system more inclined to the old DMC games. And it makes it a little bit harder in terms of, enemy AI. I'm going to do hardcore mode Nephilim, because that's basically the same sort of level of difficulty as old DMC games. I played on the hardest difficulty that was unlocked at the time, which was Nephilim, back when this game first came out, base version, and I didn't have a problem from what I remember. I mean, I died, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't anything too difficult. Like, I feel Devil Hunter's a little bit too easy, even for normal, but I'm going to do Nephilim. And we're going to start from the beginning. So, you were talking about skins earlier. So, there are actually two classic DMC skins. DMC 1 Dante, which is the DLC skin, which was a added skin, which was like £1, if I remember correctly. And the one that you unlock was Classic Dante, which is a Devil May Cry 3 inspired skin. And then there was like weapon skins, which whatever. Who cares? It's Mr. V. I have a few problems with Mr. V, but we'll get to those when we get to those. I love that you have the classic Dante, which is actually DMC 3 Dante. You got DMC 1 Dante, and then you also have Whitehead Dante, which is the design of this game with just him with white hairs. So there's technically 3 callbacks to original Devil May Cry, which is funny because you mentioned the scene right at the beginning, which we're gonna watch. And then there's, like, Edgelord Dante and Hot Topic Dante. I don't like those skins, like, at all. They're a little bit too much. I'm gonna go with DMC 1 Dante. I'm gonna try and make this as classic as possible. Second thing that Definitive Edition added was Turbo Mode, which is basically the same thing that they put into DMC 4 Special Edition. But, yeah, I don't think there's anything I can buy in the shop. I haven't actually unlocked everything in this game for Dante. I've unlocked most, like, of the important stuff, but there's still some stuff that I'm missing. Like, I would say out of all of the games, not counting the ones that I haven't played, like DMC 2 when I did it, this is the one that I know the least about. And have played and practiced the least. So this should go swimmingly. That being said, I still 100%ed it. I got all of the secret missions and doors and lost souls and everything. Anyway, we're just gonna go straight into this, and when we go into this first mission, I'm going to say this. Pay attention to the opening, and then think about the opening for DMC 4. Because I think that's a topic of conversation on its own. But anyway, let's start this train ride. I think this game does have a lot of redeeming qualities. And I hope to at least point that out, because I'm very good at separating... Oh, does it not show the opening if you don't have the tutorial?
The demons have been increasing their power.
Ah, wait, hang on. We might have to... We might have to go back, because this game has an opening, and I don't think it shows it if you go into mission select. I think you have to actually select it from the options menu or something. Shit, I forgot about that. I'm actually going to see if I can find that immediately. Give me a second. I completely forgot about that. Actually, I think it was in extras. Yeah, here we go, replay intro sequence. Sorry, this is the intro sequence I'm talking about. So from here on, this is what I want you to compare to the opening to DMC 4's opening.
Yes, by close of trading Friday. No, you can't have more time. You know the terms, you know the consequences. No, this is not a veiled threat. This is a direct one. Should you fail to comply, the collapse of the economy will be on your head. I will make sure that you are stripped of power, shamed, and hated. Is that clear enough for you? Well, Friday it is then. You have a good night, Mr. President.
So, did you get it, my darling?
Over $1 trillion.
Oh.
Soon I will own everything worth owning. I will control the world through debt. I have absolute power.
The world is at last your bitch. What's the matter? What's the matter?
A loose end.
A loose end, what?
The son of the traitor Sparta. Dante.
Him.
He's still out there.
The hunters will find him. They found Sparta and his whore. And when they do...
I will rip open his chest with my bare hands and feast on his beating heart.
Yeah, they do look a little bit folky, don't they? But I think that's the point, considering they're supposed to be demons in disguise as humans. Also, it's just the tone of this game in general. Like, this intro sequence, I would say it's the exact opposite to the intro sequence of DMC 4. Like, you got a... How do I put this? With DMC 4, you had a very, like, pure, like, classy, like, opera opening, and you had, you know, really beautiful imagery, and it was very... What's the word I'm looking for? Melancholy? I don't know. I think that's the word I'm looking for. And then you got this reboot, and it's so clear to me that with this reboot, they wanted to do a hard, like, cut, like, a hard 180 on the tone. Because this is vulgar, this is in your face, it's like... just... It's the exact opposite. Like, it's kind of funny to think now. It also kind of reminds me of like a 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid thinking stuff that might be cool, like, oh yeah, we're gonna have babes, they're gonna be pole dancing, get the guns out, like, it's a little bit ridiculous. Yep, there's DMC Devil May Cry. That's the first imagery that you see. Pretty much, yeah. Sex, lewd, unst, get that techno going, even though it's not techno. Actually, I do like the soundtrack of this game. But again, we'll get to that. Anyway, that's the intro sequence. Now let's actually start the mission over and do this properly. Cool, got the right skin. Oh, that's amazing! Oh, that's great. Thanks, DMC TMC. Oh, you are really good at first impressions. That's amazing. That is amazing. I wonder if that's because I got boost mode on the PS4 right now. That might be the reason why. Because boost mode can cause problems sometimes. But I've never had a game... Actually, that's a lie. I've had a game do that before. I think it was Tekken 7. Well, there you go. Let's just start this again, shall we? And hopefully not have a crash. Please don't crash. I want to like you, video game. There we go.
The demons have been increasing their power for millennia. They're on the verge of controlling mankind. Citizens.
Oh yeah, I mean, bring it up when it happens. It happens literally in the first mission. And then we can get past it in like 5 seconds.
The masked lunatic you saw there claims to represent an organization called the Order. Now this group has claimed responsibility for several serious attacks in recent weeks. He is undoubtedly a traitor and a terrorist. And I, for one, am not for the death penalty. So, there's one way to do it. Illegally shoot the son of a bitch. This is Bob Barbas, just doing God's work.
Dante, get out of there! You're in danger!
Classy.
Who are you? What do you want?
You were careless. You left a trail. Now he's on to you.
What are you talking about? Who's onto me?
The hunter demon. He's here. He's dragging you into limbo.
Demon scum.
It's too late. You're gonna have to fight your way out.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of things to complain about in DMC, but the environment design and the environmental shifting of worlds is not one of them.
Shit. Back in limbo. Bad day for a hangover. Get your filthy fucking claw off my trailer.
God, This is so ridiculous. Oh yeah. It's fine. It was tasteful censoring. That makes it classy, right, guys?
Missed.
Alright, let's get into this. Also, enemy design, also fantastic. Like, when it comes to designs of enemies and the environment, absolutely, you know, top marks.
You wanna fight? Let's go.
And also to do with the platforming sections. I way prefer the platforming sections of, holy shit, I have to actually remember how to dodge and shit. Okay, I want to dodge. But, when it comes to that kind of stuff, no problem. Shit, I'm gonna have to remember how to do all of this crap. Okay, so, that was jump. What was... How to grab. That's what it was. It was, R2 and L2, you can go towards, and pull enemies towards you. Okay, I'm remembering some stuff. God, this costume looks so much better. Like, holy shit. Like, Jesus Christ. I'm going to be a little bit more lenient on the rule on sub-weapons during this playthrough because they're so integrated into the gameplay. Like, way more...
This way.
Like, it's much harder not to use the weapons in this game than in other DMC games. Because basically, they changed it up, so you don't hard switch to a weapon. You hold L2 to use your angel weapon, you hold R2 to use your demon weapon. Which I don't think is a bad decision. It's certainly different.
My guns?
If I remember correctly, I can... Yeah. I can do angel dashes and crap. Oh shit. I went way too fast. The game did not expect me to go that fast. Alright, I'll go at the pace you want me to go. Yep, there we go. Though I can cheat a little bit.
Ebony, Ivory, I miss you girls.
Yeah, Ebony and Ivory's designs in this game I think are pretty good. Although, engravings offer no tactical advantage on the battlefield.
Target practice. Right on cue.
Do I still have my charge up? Yeah, I do. By the way, also an addition to the Definitive Edition. The old version of this game did not have a lock-on. Like, you had to manually just rely on the soft locking. I think I can throw the bombs back. Yeah, I can. I remember some stuff. Yep, there was no lock-on. It was all soft locking. Now, to be fair, the soft locking that they had was amazing, and it was very good. But it was something you had to get used to. Yeah, Helmbreaker is circle now. All right. Getting used to the controls again.
Dante, don't shoot. My name is Kat. I'm not a demon. I'm still in the real world. You're in limbo.
How come I can see you clearly?
I'm a medium, a psychic. I can phase into limbo and communicate with you. I can see you, talk to you, but I'm not actually in limbo with you.
If I pull the trigger?
I'll die. I'm risking my life here for you. I want to help.
I don't need your help.
The hunter has dragged you into limbo. I can get you out.
I've been down here before. I know how to get out. You fight whatever shit-sucking demon dragged you in here.
You don't want to fight the hunter. He's not your regular demon. Follow me, now.
Yeah, the combat in this game, when you get used to it, it can be so fast and fun. But the stipulation is, it's quite hard to get used to, because there are so many things you have to keep an eye on. In terms of controls. Like, you know, L2, R2, what each button does, and all of that fun stuff. It does take some getting used to. Like, this is going to take me a few times to get used to. Also, environmental kills, always a fun time. Ah, shit. Saw the enemy at the last second. Also, the Rebellion in this game feels good. Like, I actually really like the snappy movements of Rebellion. I think that's the problem. Like, the problem is this game feels good, but it's not Devil May Cry combat. It's a different game entirely, which isn't a problem. At least, not to me. I don't know. Like, I can make that... what am I trying to say? I can make that distinction that maybe some other people can't. But this should have been a different game entirely. The problem, and the sad thing is, up to this point in the developer's history, I think this was their best game. Ninja Theory. Like, they tried a few character action style games beforehand, and they were very clunky.
Breaking news. We go live to our eye in the sky. Steve,
it's ridiculous.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Well, we probably killed a few people in that, but don't think about it. Alright. I'll take out all the small bastards. Where is... There's my shotgun. Alright. Get my score up! Wabam! Okay, can I also just say, before letting it go, I'm so sick of fiction that has a group, whether it be evil or good, called the Order. I think that's one of the most unoriginal names you could possibly come up with for a group of whatever anymore. Hey, whether it be a religious group, whether it be a resistance group. I'm so sick of games calling things the Order. Like, just call it the Order of something at the very least. Or the Society of something. I don't know. I just...
Get lost.
It's so boring to me.
Oh, shit!
So shit, forgot about that. Hey there, beautiful. I don't think they're necessarily based on the cherubs from DMC 2 specifically. I think they're just based on cherubs.
Hey, get back here.
Like, as a concept. Oh yeah, that's one of the secret missions. Secret missions in this game are weird, because you have to find... Not only do you have to find a key, but you have to find a key of the corresponding rank. Although they might have changed that for Definitive Edition, I can't remember. They might have gotten rid of that ranking system because it was kind of pointless. Also, if I remember correctly, this was where you found a collectible. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Pretty sure this is the way it wants me to go. Yep.
Exit. Good.
But yeah, when crap like this happens in the game, it's so cool.
Yeah, whatever.
And like the whole entire world around you shifts and reforms. Like, I can't get enough of this. Submerge. I also, that's a little guilty pleasure of mine, I kind of like the announcer just going, Submerge! Sadistic! Sensational! I kind of love it. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I kind of love it. I have the power of cheating on my side! Oh shit! With abilities I'm not supposed to have yet. Also, here's the moment, everyone. Here's the moment everyone loves.
Not in a million years.
I mean, you say that, Dante.
Why not?
He's bulletproof.
There's a rip up ahead.
A what?
We'll take you back to the real world. We'll come back for the hunter.
Dante says not in a million years before putting on a way better costume. It's fine, don't think about it.
Okay then. Let's fight.
Dante, wait.
Lady, you have way more subtitle there.
It's working. You can fight him. It won't be easy. Hunters are brutal fighters.
So am I.
Ooh, that was some loading. No one saw it, it's fine.
Dante, can you still hear me?
Oh, that's right, I do have a,
Yeah, I hear you.
I do have a, aerial dash. That's good. Alright, alright. I think you're going to get me. Also, a good thing I can say about this game, its boss fights are pretty damn good. Like, this is obviously just the first boss fight, but from what I remember, all of the boss fights I fought were a lot of fun. Except for the second to last one. Also, Jesus Christ, that hitbox is huge. Ah, shit. Woo, last second evade. Do. Oh man, I can't even remember how I activate my devil trigger in this version.
Oh, you feel it now, don't
I
you?
think it was L3, R3, I think. I actually can't remember. Yeah.
Get back down here!
Now use your gun to shoot him down. That's it. It's working.
Hey, WHD. Glad you can make it to DMC, the redemption run, even though I don't know what I'm redeeming. Also, I couldn't tell if you were supposed to say season 1 or session 1. I'm going to assume session 1. There we go. Not bad. I still got it.
Game over. Son of who?
Just like your
mother. I don't know my mother, but if you're calling me a son of a bitch, you wouldn't be the first.
Yeah, he's got the internet for that. Another piece of design detail I also like with the environment design, which is a bit more subtle. I actually like the juxtaposition of the fact that when you go to the real world, it's all grey and really, like, it's really depressing because of Mundus and his influence is making it, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oppressive, that's the word. It's really oppressive. But I like the juxtaposition of when you go to the demon world and Limbo. It's really colourful, there's vibrant colours everywhere, and it gets so... It's ironically filled with life, even though it's very deadly.
Are you okay, Dante?
How do you know my name?
My boss knows you. He wants to meet. Please? I helped you back there.
I didn't ask for your help.
Here's the thing, the cutscenes that aren't in the skin are not in engine. And that's the reason, they're FMVs. So they're basically pre-rendered scenes that already got recorded.
We know all about
Like
you,
this
Dante.
cutscene right now is
I'm with an
gameplay
organization
and
called
in
The
engine,
Order.
which is why I can wear
Heard
the
of it?
costume. It is a little bit jarring that they keep on
Freeze on
switching
the neck.
between the two.
That's my boss.
Wonderful. Can't wait.
But unfortunately, it's just one of those things. Also, I love that that giant building is now a JPEG, and you can clearly see that now that this game is in 1080p.
Police are asking the public to remain vigilant. Further terrorist attacks could take place anywhere, anytime, and when you least expect them.
Also, yes, that's
We
Mundus
have your
on
scent,
the left.
son of Sparta. Now, it is
I think
just
that's
a
another
matter
fault
time.
of this game. I do not like this Mundus. I mean, I like the idea. I just don't think it should have been Mundus, because Mundus is like this... He's this sort of omnipresent being who is super, you know... He's like a super demon lord powerful creature. I know I did a terrible description of Mundus, but I'm just trying to get the point across very quickly. He's just not Mundus. If it was like a different demon, I think that would have been fine. I know it's supposed to be a reboot, but eh. Anyway, next mission. No. Lady who's with him is not Trish. There is no Trish in this game. And there's no lady either.
Welcome to the Order.
Not what I was expecting.
That's the idea.
The demons are among
But the thing is, it's not a reboot of one,
They are
specifically.
enslaving mankind.
It's just a reboot.
The world is asleep,
If it was a
brainwashed,
reboot of one, it would have been a remake.
We're fighting back.
Like, this is something that's supposed to be completely different to the series.
We're a small handful of freedom fighters.
Like, because this is when Capcom was going through their phase of trying to give different IPs over to Western developers, because that's what they thought
We've accumulated vast intelligence on the demons.
would
and
make
their
games sell better in the West. And to be
World
fair, that's not a
bankers,
terrible
pop
idea.
stars.
In fact,
We can
I
make
do
them
like the idea
heroes.
of giving IPs over to different companies to see what their take on them would be. I just think the whole lead up to this game and the way that they treated it was just not the right way to treat it. Hey there, mysterious person, who I have no idea who he is.
Dante, it really is you? You don't remember me?
No.
How much of your childhood do you remember?
Not much. I had meningitis when I was 7. Wiped my memory. Why?
They told me I had a car accident that resulted in total amnesia. Age? 7.
Your point?
Well, Meningitis is a human affliction. You are not human, Dante. All war is fought with deception, and you have been deceived. Your past has been hidden from you for a reason.
Rewind a bit. Who are you again?
My name is Virgil. I established the Order to help find a way to fight the demons.
Besides swords and bullets, you mean?
Such weapons can win battles, but not the war. We use force, yes, but we also use intelligence, politics, propaganda.
You really believe you can make a dent?
Make a dent? With the two of us working together, I believe that we can defeat them.
So that's what this is about. You need me to fight the demons, help you save the world.
What else were you planning on doing with your life?
You guys do seem really nice, but I'm more of a loner type. Trust issues, work alone, that kind of thing.
Dante, I don't think you understand what is at stake.
If you want to leave, turn your back on me, I'm powerless to stop you. But you'll be making a grave mistake. Not just for yourself, but for mankind.
For mankind?
Yes.
What makes you think I give a shit?
Please give me a chance to show you.
Show me what?
Who you really are.
Okay, real talk though, that scene with Virgil, pretty damn good. Especially some of the body acting that Dante does. It's actually pretty damn good. Which unfortunately is followed up with this, and this is the most nitpicky thing in the world, but I don't care, I need to say it. Oh, he doesn't have it yet. Okay, thank God.
This was your home.
I don't remember it.
You will. Cat, open the gateway.
What are you doing?
Our world and Limbo are very closely superpositioned. They collide in places causing what we call rifts. It's here, in the rifts, that we can create gateways to and from Limbo.
Yes, they are still brothers in this game.
Doesn't smell too good. What's in the can?
A compound I created based on an old Wiccan recipe. Sea salt, shark oil, iron shavings, desiccated squirrel semen, wolf hair.
Good stuff.
What a charmer.
Go ahead.
Now, there's a few things that,
House holds secrets. I found mine.
There's a few, like, similarities between them, mainly in their facial structure.
Be careful. You can get rough in there.
I like it rough.
Again, charming.
Is this really going to work? He doesn't seem to care.
He's raw. Just like you were when I first found you.
Okay. Someone please confirm, because I cannot remember for the life of me. I could have sworn in the based version of this game, when you come into this house, Virgil is wearing a fedora, and it looks so stupid, and I hate it so much, and that was the thing I was going to be nitpicky about. But he doesn't have it, and I'm wondering if they took it out, or if it appears later on. Because, honestly, the design that Virgil has now, I actually really like his design. Like, I still think the slick back hair is, still looks good, and I like the embroidery on his jacket. But when they put that fedora on him, it just ruined the entire look.
This is my home.
Like, completely.
Well, show me your secrets.
Also, after this point, Dante becomes a bit more likable. I will say that. It's very early on, which I appreciate. Okay. And I think this is the first part where we start getting story beats, which I actually kind of like, again. God, I always get... Why do I always get lost in this house? Every single time I go the wrong direction. Because I think it wants me to go upstairs. But yeah, there were a few like minor changes to their backstory, and honestly, the changes that they make, I think, make a lot of sense. Yeah, seriously, I always freaking go the wrong direction. Okay, it's this way that they want me to go. I hope. No, never mind, this just led to nowhere again. Jesus Christ, this must have been all the collectibles. Okay, top left. Third time's the charm. Even though this is the fourth time. There we go.
I remember this place. Who the hell are you? Sparta. My dad. Great.
Oh yeah, the costume helps out a lot. Also, that was the worst time to look over at chat. Also, I'm actually going to use some of the other weapons that I've got, even though I'm not supposed to have them yet. Again, in this game, I don't really care as much, because I think weapons in this game are way more important than in other DMC games, in terms of getting fun out of the combat and such. And also for enemies like this.
You're up next.
There's also a mechanic we haven't seen yet, and it ruined the game for so many people, and I don't blame them. And they fixed it so much in the definitive version that I can't wait to get to it.
What are you trying to show me?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is usually where you're supposed to get the axe for the first time. And the way they introduce the axe is really good.
Not so tough now.
You fight an enemy, which you are technically supposed to have way more trouble with before, and then they give you the axe, and it's like, yo, use it against the shielded enemies that you were having trouble with before, and now you know to use it against shielded and heavily armored enemies. That's good game design, you know, and you gotta appreciate that. Now I remember the Arbiter being OP as shit, and I can't remember if it is still. I think it is still. Because you got moves like that, and it does so much damage, it's unreal. Ah, damn it. Not quite sensational. But, yeah, just to go over it very quickly, you got the scythe.
Who's there?
You got these, which are like nunchucks. Nunchucks? What am I... No, shurikens. Ninja stars. What the hell? Why did I say nunchucks? I was trying to think of, like, ninja weaponry, and for some reason just nunchucks came out of nowhere. But yeah, you got these, which are a different angel weapon, which look a little bit jank now with the upgrade to 1080p. But you also got the gauntlets, which are called... I can't remember, in all honesty. I think it says in the menu. Nope, can't remember. I'm gonna have to look at, like, a... I'm gonna have to look at a divinity statue if I want to find out. But honestly, I really don't like the gauntlets in this game. I think visually they look very boring, and I just don't like their moveset compared to other gauntlets in DMC games. So I probably won't use them that much. Although they do have a sick uppercut, I'll give them that. Also, I just don't know why to use them other than maybe because they're faster and you have less recovery on them. Because the Arbiter, I feel, is just so much better of a weapon. Unfortunately, I can't do any of the advanced stuff with the Arbiter, though. Or any of the other weapons, for that matter. There's, like, weird cancelling stuff you can do. No, seriously, the gameplay is so much fun when you get into it. Like, holy crap.
Dante, did I hear that right?
Who's ready for some exposition? Nope, sorry, no exposition quite yet. Shit. Okay, you know what? Let me try the gauntlets. It has been a while, so maybe they're better than I remember. Because you can still charge them if I remember correctly. Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, they have impact, but I just feel like their moveset is so boring. Because you don't have, like, the multi-hitting attacks like you do with Behemoth or Gilgamesh. Like, it's just all slow moves, which is kind of disappointing.
That was me. I remember this. You know my name.
I think the family change is also an okay one. There is a major family change that you find out about in the next mission, straight after this one, and I actually really like that change a lot when it becomes obvious. But I'll talk about that when it happens. God, again, the environments are just so good and interesting to look at.
Am I dreaming?
Yeah, you're not wrong. It does actually kind of remind me of Gravity Rush. Like, if you switch the red color scheme with more greens, then, yeah, it can actually pass for Gravity Rush a little bit.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
And then this is where you start being able to interact with the environment with your demon whips and angel whips, and I also think that's really cool. I think this game has way better platforming than any other DMC games. I mean, obviously this is not a series known for its platforming, but still, it improves upon its predecessors in that regard, and I think that's still worth noting, even if it's not the, you know, core aspect of the game. Like, it's way more fun to just sort of...
Get over here!
Move things close to each other. Yeah, move things close to each other. That was an excellent way of putting it. Ah, damn it. Get off of here, or I can just kill you. That's also fine.
What now?
What now is that we destroy this thing. Yeah, the fact that there's actual civilization also does help.
Dante, I don't think you understand what's at stake.
I think the only time you ever got civilization in previous Devil May Cry games was the little bit you got in DMC 4 with the people worshipping, and in the anime, which had a lot of interaction with people from civilization. But a lot of people don't like that anime, so you can take that as something if you want to pay attention to it or not. Oh shit. It's fine. Okay. I need to remember to show off Devil Trigger. I haven't done that yet because, once again, they made a major change to Devil Trigger from the base version of the game.
What the hell happened here?
We've got to get out. Now! Hurry! Come on, quickly!
Oh, then you get these shielded guys. That's right, I remember. Come on, throw shit at me. Oh shit, I actually came through. Also, apparently I environmentally killed something. Boom! Okay, when you can get that last second hit, it's so satisfying. Alright, okay, next encounter, I'll use Devil Trigger, because that one seemed like a waste to use it.
How did they find us?
I know that voice.
You know what, I'm gonna look at the names of these weapons very quickly. Sorry. Rebellion, Arbiter, Osiris, the Eryx, and the Aquila. Okay. Just so I can remember what to refer to them as for later. I mean, I'm probably going to forget 5 seconds later, but whatever.
Is that Mom?
Oh yeah, no, DMC4's civilization was still tiny. But there was still a little.
Fucking demons.
Alright, here we go. So, here's the things I like about Devil Trigger. I actually really like the artistic change that it has. And even though Dante physically doesn't change, I still like the way that it looks. Because of the change to the color scheme. That being said, the effects of Devil Trigger are very, like, minute. It's mainly just damage and speed increase. In the old version of the base game, it would make all enemies go up into the air, which was kind of annoying, but they changed that in this version, so it doesn't do that. You could just turn it off and on, and enemies will stay on the ground, which I think is an improvement. Time to use the weapon I've totally not been using this entire time. It's fine, it's fine. God, I love this scythe so much. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use other weapons because I can do this and it's the most fun thing in the world. I love this move so much. Alright, come on, sensational, sensational. Boom! Again, when it gets going, it really gets going.
You, get after her. Down there. Cover the doors, move.
question, because I cannot remember this. Was Dante's mother ever named in the previous Devil May Cry games? Or is this the first time we've had a name for Dante's mother in any fiction? It wasn't? I legit can't remember.
Cool.
I'm assuming she was called Eva in the previous games as well.
A blue rose.
It's gonna be something really random, like in an art book or in the anime or something. Because I don't think she was mentioned in the games. Like, definitely not in the games, but... yeah, figured as much. Because I think they've said the anime and manga are canon. Anyway, time for angel maneuver tutorials. Also, real talk, that, this grabber is way more elaborate than it has any right to be. Or any need to be. Like, they did not need to make it that cool looking. Because you hardly ever see it. And that's just funny to me.
Nice.
Yep. And that's to teach you that you can use enemies to traverse the environment if need be. And that the grabber brings you towards enemies as opposed to the demon whip which brings them to you. Like this is where it gets really complicated for a lot of people, because you have to remember which one does what. And then you have to also remember what weapon you've got equipped at the time, to your L2 and R2 buttons, and, you know, that can get confusing. But again, if you can get used to that, then immensely satisfying combat is your reward. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised how quickly I've been adapting. Then they start doing this, where you start having to mix up the two in, like, platforming sections, and it's really cool to watch. Again, positive of this game. Like, I know so many people discredit this game entirely because it's reboot and all of the weird marketing that happened beforehand and all that stuff.
What am I unleashing?
This is a good game. A flawed, not perfect, but still a great game. With some major flaws that do just out. Yeah, it was an Easter egg in Bayonetta. It was one of the women that Luca mentions when he says woman he's dated, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, that's right. In Angel and Demon form, you have different dodges. So, like, in Angel form, if I dodge, I can actually do multiple dodges. And I think in Demon form, if you last second dodge, you gain, like, a damage boost upgrade. Oh, it was in the, description of the Bracelet of Time, too. Interesting.
I remember my mother. name was Eva. She gave this to me. I had a brother too. We were a family. I had no idea of the danger we were in. The demons found us. When they broke in, I saw him. She gave her life so that we could escape. I will never forget what he did to her. Our father, Sparta, took my brother and I away. He separated us, hid us safely amongst the humans, wiped our memories to protect us. That's why it all went black. Until now.
And there we go. Family reconnection established. There's also one thing I forgot to mention about the design of Dante that's not this costume. Like, you know, the design they made for this game. I find it kind of awkward to dislike the design because, okay, like, let me get this straight. It's not Dante, like, at all. I don't like, in terms of Dante's design, like, I think the design they made for this game is not good. But the weird, awkward thing is, he looks so similar to my dad at that age. It's kind of uncanny how similar they look to each other. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I mean, I dislike it, but if I say I dislike it, it's like saying I dislike the look of my dad. Like, same hairstyle, same facial structure, just, it's so similar.
You're my brother.
Your twin brother. And I've been looking for you for a long time now. Our mother gave these to us. I think she knew that this moment would come, that we would find each other.
And our father, Sparta?
Banished forever. A fate worse than death, they say. He's never coming back.
I want to know more. Where we come from, what happened to us. And above all, I want to know who's responsible for all this.
Ah, shit, my secret's out. Now they're gonna find me. Damn it, I wanted that triple S score. If only I was a little bit faster. Oh well, next mission. Also, I apologize, it was a little bit early, you weren't supposed to learn that they were brothers yet. But, Dante, Virgil, you could put the pieces together. Also, I do apologize if I'm not swapping costumes throughout this entire playthrough. I might switch to the DMC free Dante, but, like, this is a way better design, you know?
My mother used to bring us here.
Tell me everything.
Also, this is where you learn about the second
Some things have always
major
been.
change that they did to the
There've always
backstory,
been
which I actually
angels.
like.
There have always been demons. And they've always been at war. 9 millennia ago, one demon rose through the ranks to take power over the Dark Hordes. The strongest, the cruelest. Mundus. But Mundus did not rise alone. At his right hand was his most trusted lieutenant, His blood brother.
Sparta.
But Sparta betrayed him. He fell in love with an angel, Eva. The secret union between angel and demon was inconceivable. But it happened. And with it came new life. Twin boys. You and I. A hybrid of the warring angel and demon races. When Mundus learned of Sparta's betrayal, his fury knew no limit. He hunted the lovers down. Eva was murdered by his own hand. And for Sparta, he demanded a more brutal fate. Endless punishment and pain. But even as Eva was destroyed, and Sparta was imprisoned for eternity, each knew that the seed for their revenge had already been sown. Because according to legend, the only beings that can slay a demon king are Nephilim, a hybrid of angel and demon. Those hybrids now exist, you and I.
How convenient. Also love the visual storytelling on the walls with the murals and the
Mundus
graffiti.
believed that only one child was born. But there were two Nephilim, and each had been hidden well. Sparta armed his sons. The rebellion for Dante. The Yamato for Virgil.
So, Mundus killed our mom and imprisoned our dad.
Yes.
And we're the offspring of angels and demons.
Demon father, angel mother. We are Nephilim. The only ones that can slay the Demon King.
Good. How?
Spotter. Fucking demon collaborators. You're being dragged into limbo. I'll find Kat. She'll get you out. Stand firm.
So yeah, that's the major change that they did. It's not Demon Father and Human Mother, it's Demon Father and Angel Mother, which, I'll be honest, I actually really like the idea of that design, change. Like, it's small enough that it doesn't really, you know, change anything. But I like the idea of this Nephilim, I was about to say creature, but this Nephilim plot thread. And them being like a completely different being altogether because of it. I actually like that idea a lot. I think it's a little bit convenient that they, you know, they wrote it in like, oh, only the Demon King can be killed with, by a Nephilim. But, you know, it doesn't change too much. Also, these guys, I swear. Keep them in the air, because if you let them go on the ground, they got so much armor on their moves. Also, their hitbox is gigantic, if I remember correctly. Also, I love this level because you can completely and utterly break it.
Can you get across?
I'll have to find another way.
Actually, I can get across because you're supposed to get this upgrade in this level, and you're not supposed to have it yet. So I can finish the level right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it the way that they wanted me to. No, I don't have a back forward move, that's right. Ooh, alright, alright. Lots of you. Spin to win! Come on. Get in the rotation party. Always a fun time in a rotation party. Oh shit. Sensational! Very sensational combatants. I think Nephilim is an actual word, I think. I'm trying to remember if it's an actual thing that already existed in, like, you know, fiction. I honestly can't remember. Right, which way did they want me to go? That's right, this way. Yeah, I thought so. I thought Nephilim was a thing.
Another blue rose.
More upgrades for us that we already have.
This was your home. This was your home. This was your home. I don't remember it.
The demon writing on the walls? Yeah, I think it's okay. I like it in places. I think in some places it's a little bit too vulgar. There's one very specific circumstance that's in my mind of that complaint. But other than that, I do like the idea of it giving you messages on the walls. It doesn't do it specifically in this game, but one thing I love is when games put objectives on the walls of the environment as a HUD element. I think that's really cool. Also, one thing I've noticed, which I never really caught on to or thought about before, is your devil trigger in this game builds really slow. Like, holy shit. Like, in other games, you get it pretty fast, all things considered. Yeah, I guess that's true. You're right. Demons are vulgar.
Getting the hang of
by
this.
nature, but I don't know. Just some of it seems like 13-year-olds trying to be edgy vulgar, as opposed to... I don't know. Threatening vulgar? It's the type of thing where you try to be all adult by putting fuck into every single sentence that you say. It's like that kind of problem. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is a 13-year-old demon.
I didn't ask for your help.
Maybe you're Queen Sparta, maybe not. To be honest, it's a plot thing that never really goes anywhere.
Flying rats.
Like, at all. Oh, buddy, more people for me to beat on. What was my forward with? Oh yeah, that's right. I can just straight up shoot projectile. Oh, that's right. I have this move, but it's nowhere near as fun as in DMC 3 or in DMC 4, unfortunately. No, you don't. I thought having two of you guys would be a problem for me, but it isn't. I have not been using lock on a lot because the soft lock in this game is, like I said, pretty damn good. Just figured I would point that out. What do you mean I don't like change? I'm absolutely open to change. I just don't think the way they handled this change was the most...
And who runs it?
Efficient.
CEO, Kyle Ryder. A human vessel. The physical manifestation of Mundus, the Demon King. Through debt, he controls everything. To Mundus, the world is a factory farm for human souls. And he likes to keep his animals monitored and docile. The monitoring is done by the Raptor News Corporation, a global network of CCTV cameras, satellites, and spies. The way he keeps us docile is a little more insidious.
What is it?
It's in your hand. Planet Earth's most popular soft drink, Virility. The demons have spiked it. It's okay. It has no effect on us, only humans. It's phlebotomy in a can.
So what's the plan?
That's the Hellgate, a conduit from which Mundus draws his power. While he's connected to the Hellgate, he's immortal. But we get him away from the Hellgate, and our swords will do the rest.
So, how do we do that?
We get his attention. Mundus is petty. He's impulsive. If we hit him where it hurts, let his anger rule him, I believe we can draw him out.
Okay, so, to kill Mundus, we need to drag him away from the Hellgate. We do that by pissing him off.
Roughly speaking, yes.
And we piss him off by taking out the Raptor News Network and Virility.
That's it.
Which one do you want to do first?
Sounds like a plan. Simple and effective. There's my triple S! Sorry, got very excited for a second. And also, actually got a new upgrade. Sweet. I just realized I went to do a completely wrong place to go. It's, here we go. This is what I want to shop. Do I have... no, I don't have every single ability. Kicker level 2. I actually kind of want kicker level 2, but then again, I probably want to focus on some of these other abilities. Oh, that's right, I got hold and release. That's right. Okay, I do have another thing that I can upgrade. Also, one thing I like, similar to Devil May Cry 4, you can upgrade things if you don't like them. So, say like I wanted to change my upgrades around, I can just get rid of like feed and put it in something else, which is great. I love that. I love that option so much. I think that's all I can afford right now. I haven't actually gotten every single Devil Trigger upgrade yet either. I just remembered that. I also love that it's giving me the ability to unlock an item finder, but I've already found every single item, so that is literally pointless to me. Anyway. Time to play in what is, in my opinion, one of the best levels of the game, just simply because of nostalgia reasons, because I played this level so many times when the demo came out in, like, 2012. Or it might have been the start of 2013. Game came out in 2013 January, I remember that. I think the demo was 2012.
They're aware of you now, Dante, so stay low. Mundus doesn't know I exist, so I'll remain hidden until we're ready to strike. Cat knows the virility factor. What lies beneath you.
Oh, you don't have to take my, you don't have to take my word as gospel. Like, I'm just saying it's my opinion.
It'll kill you.
Like, if you don't like, what an asshole. If you don't like the bosses or the enemy designs or whatever, then all power to you. I'm just saying that I like it compared to bosses in other action games from... Okay, let me retcon what I say.
They must have been looking out for you.
I'm not saying that the bosses in other DMC games are bad. Far from it.
I know.
I think compared to other Western action games, the enemy design and bosses in this game are way more, like, in-depth and fun to fight. Like, I'm trying to think of Western action games which have really good combat, character action, spectacle, fighter style, like, bosses and enemy designs. Like, God of War. That's a good one. Ninja Gaiden's Koei Tecmo. I guess you can say Prince of Persia? Technically, even though it didn't really have that good bosses, from what I hear. Actually don't know. I've never played Prince of Persia before. That's one of those series I never got around to playing. Boom! Also, one other change in definitive version, if it wasn't obvious, this game runs at 60 in the definitive version. It did not in the original base game version on PS3 and Xbox 360. Like, the upgrade to 60 for these styles of games really helps out a lot. Right, if I remember correctly, yep. Oh, like Bayonetta level, sorry, not level. Well, also level design. But Bayonetta enemy and boss design isn't even fair. Like, that's a completely different level. Just Platinum games in general. Their bosses are just not even fair to compare to other games.
Someone doesn't want me here?
The city itself is trying to stop you.
Great.
Virgil sent me the camera locations for this area. Best avoid them if we can. Follow me.
A change they made that that is super good. Which one are you talking about? When did I say it? Because that's not very specific. There's a bunch of changes that are super good. The lock-on. 60 FPS.
What the hell?
Oh, no, I know the one you're, sorry, I know the one you're talking about. It hasn't shown up yet. It hasn't, shown up yet. Sorry, no, I know the one you're talking about. I'll point it out when it shows up. Damn it, I hate these flying enemies, though. I know they're designed to be annoying. They really kicked my flip in. Don't know why I censored myself. This is a vulgar game. I can say whatever fucking word I fucking want. Come over here, you. Freaking, I don't know, cop guzzlers. I'll smash your shit in and, I don't know. Ram this sword so far up your ass, you'll be
There you are.
digesting it. I'm not very good at insults, guys. I think this fact is really obvious. I'm really bad at insults.
Get out of here.
Nope, no squishy. The controls? No, controls for this game are very different. Also, here's the enemy, here's the mechanic that they changed. So, this is the sorry, what's the word I'm thinking of? Introduction. This is the introduction of colored enemies. So, basically, with colored enemies, you have to attack them with the corresponding color. That you have for your angel and demon weapons. In the original base game, you could not attack them with any other weapon except the color weapon that they're colored for. So if they were red, you could only damage them with demon weapons, and you couldn't even hit them. Your weapons would just, like, clang off. In the definitive version, you still gain an advantage by using the colored weapon that's effective against them. But you can now do damage with every single weapon. That change is so nice, you have no idea, because later on when you start getting multiple different colored enemies on the screen and you keep on clanging off them because you're trying to aim at one and then you just get hit by another, it was so annoying. It was awful. And plus, this is a game that's supposed to be, you know, stylish. So the fact that they limited your moveset for certain encounters was just dumb. That's the change that they made in Definitive Edition, which was a godsend. Like, holy shit. Also, apparently I cannot go this way yet. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Damn camera! Get out of here, Zuckerberg.
One more.
Is that still topical?
Over here, Dante. We're clear.
Yeah,
For the
probably
time
isn't,
being.
but whatever.
Over here.
Never seen a witch use a spray can before.
Most spells can take hours, if not days, to prepare. So why not can it for instant use later?
And they do with cheese. Where'd you learn this stuff?
Virgil taught me the basics of demonology and occultism. Built a natural talent for it. Said it would help me to focus on something constructive instead of...
Instead of what?
Instead of focusing on nightmares. Okay. There you go. Shit. Cops. I gotta go. I'll find you.
So just in case it's not clear, she's currently in the human world. So that's the reason demons don't attack her. And she can still communicate us in limbo. I think this is a good part to start talking about Kat. Because, I mean, she is a main character. Or, sorry, a side character even. I think Kat's okay. Like, I mean, I don't think she's anything special. Like, she's no lady. Or Trish. But, I mean, she's not...
Come on then, you little shit.
Offensive. To be added in the game. I don't know, she's just sort of there. Her character design's fine. She helps out. I don't know, I mean, I would say that she is slightly better than bottled water. She's not bottled water, she has a little bit of lemon taste in her, and that's Kat. That's how I describe her. She is lightly scented, lemon scented, bottled water. Oh, I love that stinger so much. Things I like in this game. That stinger, that's a good stinger. Yo! Shit! Double trigger time. You know what? I'm gonna save my double trigger.
And we're good to go.
Sorry, you don't like lemon? I don't know, cherry? Strawberry? Strawberry flavored water? Maybe a bit of tropical crush? Oh shit! That could have gone badly. Man, I know it's all pre-rendered physics, but the fact that they did all this environmental stuff on like a PS3, Xbox 360 is pretty nuts to me. Like, it probably helps that it's pre-rendered and not like true physics. But it still looks pretty damn good.
Ah, great.
Hey there, buddy. Damn it. I want to get rid of these guys. There we go. Yo! That's a good move. I like that move. Does, no, that doesn't have one. I think it's only, angel weapons that have, hold triangle moves. Oh, that's right, I got drive! I completely forgot. Oh, that's super important. I completely completely forgot I had drive. Get over here. And you too. Alright, alright, alright. Oh shit. Oh, that could have been bad. Alright, alright. The drive in this game's good. It's better than the drive in DMC 3. Not as good as the drive in DMC 4. I think DMC 4's drive is the best drive.
Who invited you, fat ass?
But that being said, I think the entire gameplay of DMC 4 is the best gameplay overall. And new enemy type. Oh, that's right, I can't, shit! I can't, I can't grab onto them when they're in a rage state. Come on, buddy. There we go.
The harder they fall.
Dante, it's chaos out here, but I found a way out.
Where?
Up there. I marked it.
Enemies do have health bars. It's just it's a little bit different to the regular health bars. Also, holy shit, I judged that distance completely wrong. Let's try that again.
Dante, run!
I am running.
I also kind of like that whip right there. And then the last one. Oh no! But thankfully they give me some. They give me some pieces of environment to grapple onto.
I just seem to drag on forever. Church.
The police have released footage of the terrorist responsible for the recent attacks at St. Agrius' church. He goes by the name of Dante. Remember his face, people. If you see him, inform the police immediately, but do not approach him. He has a history of physical violence and is a known sexual deviant.
This is Bob Barbas. Just doing God's work.
God, this guy was a parody of someone, and I can't remember who it was. I think it was the guy who did the entire speech about chemicals in the water turning the frogs gay. And I can't remember his name. Anyway, next mission. I think we're getting closer to the next boss fight. I think it's the mission after this one. Yeah, that was it. Alex Jones. I think that's who this guy, the news presenter, was parodying. Either that, or I think it was Billy O'Reilly? Was that his name? The other famous, controversial news host? Slash talk show host? Slash whatever host?
An ancient one. I believe it's the source of the psychotropic ingredient. That's what they use to control us.
Welcome, visitors, to the Virility Factory. Virility's secret ingredient is what makes Virility the #1 soft drink in the world. And best of all, it has been scientifically proven to improve weight loss by 21% and enhance sexual performance by 63%.
How do people actually fall for this crap?
If you're told something's true often enough, you tend to believe it. Told me I was crazy for seeing demons.
Yeah. They tried telling me I was a basket case too.
Wanted to put me on drugs. Said it would make me better. They lied.
But to be fair, Alex Jones is absolutely hilarious to listen to. Like, holy shit, it is funny as hell.
How did you figure it all out?
Virgil pulled me out of the nightmare. You?
When the people you're supposed to trust most turn out to be demon scum, your eyes really do open up to evil everywhere. I took a stand, fought back, killed, no matter the consequences. So I chose my path and I lived by it. And after all that anger, violence, and death, you have to dig deep. Dig into your own heart. To see if you're still sane. Or if you can still call yourself human. I just knew in my heart I wasn't crazy.
The succubus is hidden deep inside the factory, but there is no physical way to reach it from our world. Only from Limbo. There's a rift inside.
Rest assured that it has been deemed both safe and beneficial by our trustworthy and ethical scientists.
Yeah, this is where Dante's development, I think, really starts getting pretty okay. Like, I think his actions up to this point make sense for the most part.
You said you'd been here before.
And he becomes a bit more relatable from this point on. Not in terms of
ago.
people, you know, actually going through
Flying
that,
around in
but
spirit form.
him not just being an
Limbo.
absolute dickhead
Virgil
for the sake
says
of being
it could
an
be
absolute
effective
dickhead.
intelligence gathering tool, but
Like, let's not forget
So,
that
how
he's
did you
still
do it
young in
before?
this game.
It was triggered by extreme
And
psychosomatic
DMC
trauma.
Free Dante was also
Nightmares.
kind of a cocky dickhead.
What are the nightmares?
It's in the past now.
But DMC Free Dante was also a dork, and he was kind of lovable in that regard. This Dante's not so much a dork, it's more that they tried to make him a bit more relatable from, like, a human empathy standpoint. Then again, I might be reading too much into nothing.
This is where they store the merchandise ready for export. It's funny.
What is?
I expected it to be bigger. A lot bigger. But then, I was just a child when I was here, and I was in Limbo.
What are you doing here?
Escaping my nightmares.
You came to Limbo to escape your nightmares.
Yes.
Yeah, but you see, you guys are all wrong because DMC1 Dante is the best. Aren't differing opinions wonderful?
Once you're in Limbo, all you have to do is retrace your steps back to the mixing room.
Should be easy enough.
Maybe, but the demons may sense you once you're in Limbo, so stay alert.
They actually are
Once I've
wonderful.
reached the mixing room,
It shows
You'll be
individuality
able
and
to descend
uniqueness.
deep down into the factory.
and kill me a succubus.
Okay, it's here.
All right, see you on the other side.
I don't need to fight you. I'm too busy fighting demons. That was a cool effect. Oh, this platforming section.
Dante?
Down here.
Oh, good.
You're right. It's a lot bigger here in Limbo. What next?
Head back to the mixing room. I'll meet you there.
Obesity, stupidity, drink virility.
Should make that my new slogan. At least I appreciate the different options you can go in this platforming section. It's not completely one direction, which I kind of like. I mean, it's not much because it's not much choice considering you're all you're all going to the same exact point. Or, sorry, they are all going to the exact same point even. Also, thanks, Dante. But, still, option is good. Get out of here.
What took you so long?
Hey, guys, how's it going? You know, I heard of this great party that's happening a little bit later on, but you're not invited. I gotta go find me this damn demon that's creating this lousy drink. Real talk, can't stand energy drinks, except Lucozade. Lucozade gets past from me, but I can't drink energy drinks for the life of me. For some reason, they just don't agree with me at all. Maybe it's the caffeine. I don't know, actually. That's the first time I think I've ever made that jump without falling down. Yes, I've played Dante's Inferno.
Could you point me to the mixing room?
Dante's Inferno is... How do I put this? As an idea, I think it's amazing, you know, going through the poem. Its execution, I think, was a little bit lacking. I don't think they should have gone completely with a God of War clone. And then there's some weird stuff to do with, like, story and characters, and some weird decisions to do with, like, mini-games. I don't know why you have to do a mini-game if you wanted to, like, absolve someone of their sins. That was just weird to me. I don't know what I would have made it, but I don't think I would have made it a character action game. I mean, it's an okay one. I'm not even saying it's that bad. Okay, that's right. I can uppercut these guys at the level 3 uppercut. I could do this! Ow! Never mind, I guess Fatso doesn't really like my combos. What them cherubs? Get out of here. Absolutely none. Timed that perfectly. I also think we're coming up to the words on the wall that I remember the most. I think it was right around here somewhere. Okay, more platforming. I'm pretty sure most things are either terrible or bad for you, depending on what day of the week it is and what science says at that particular moment. I've pretty much accepted that food sources on this Earth are trying to kill me in some regard. Like, in some way, shape, or form. I can't remember which news article it was specifically, but it was something along the lines of when I saw a news article where it said, research shows that bananas can now cause cancer, and it's like, well, everything's trying to kill me. Everything's trying to kill me, which means I don't have to care what I eat anymore, within reason. Once you realize that every single food on this earth is trying to kill you in some capacity, then you can eat whatever the hell you want. Alright. I want to take care of. Shit. I was trying to say I want to take care of Reddy over there before he's flamed the ground. Yeah, that was the first point where in the base game the colored enemies was a problem, because it's like, hey, do you want to attack this enemy? Well, make sure you don't hit the other enemy that you're not aiming at, otherwise it'll cause problems. Oh yeah, if you lock on, enemies have health bars. like this. You can actually see how much health they have left. Yo! Dude. Boop. Brits. Just completely ignore A rank, apparently. Anyone getting an inkling to play Beyblade? Camera, please help me here. Yeah, no, don't fix the POW. One advanced move that I never really use much in this game is actually the parry. The parry's kind of weird because you have to attack as an enemy's attacking. It's kind of the same thing you have to do in DMC 3 with Agni and Rudra. I think you can do it with other enemies as well. You can do it with the Reaper, I remember that. Okay. Focus on you. How did that hit me? Video game. When you're talking shit. Hey, there it is. Now it's literally talking shit. No, you don't. Mash that square button. God, Beyblades were great until you tried to actually do a Beyblade battle, and then when you put the cord into the, like, launcher, it would get stuck, and then if your cord got slightly chipped, then it would never work again, and it was the worst, and, ugh. And then you would try to get the Beyblade on the launcher, and sometimes it just wouldn't fit. It was, ugh, jeez. I kept on thinking to myself, man, this was way cooler in the show. I think we need to go this way. And I think those will damage me. It's fine, just hit my head on the ceiling so I go into the pool of acid anyway. Well, that didn't go work. That's better. Oh shit. Try again, buddy. No dice. Oh, I also have to remember that Devil Trigger does not go between missions, so I should really use my Devil Trigger ASAP, so it doesn't go to waste. How much money do I have? Or red orbs. Not enough. I need 10,000, so I'm still a ways away from the last health upgrade. Sorry, Devil Trigger upgrade.
Aha!
Also, yes, sorry, the health bar was put into the Definitive Edition. It wasn't there before, because this game didn't have a lock-on before. Also, that is gross.
What in the shitting hell is going on here?
The mixing process. But it's the source we're interested in.
I'm guessing our succubus is on the other end of that.
That's right. This way.
Trouble. Give me a minute.
Be careful.
All right. Time to use Devil Trigger. Right now. This is a very effective use of Devil Trigger. It actually worked pretty well. Eh, it could have been better, but whatever. I'll take what I can get. Alright. I also love, for some reason, felt the need to one-up million stabs in the old DMC games, so they're like, this one's called trillion stabs. And to be fair, it does seem like you do way more hits than in this game than in DMC 4. So I guess they can have that one. Also, holy shit, I thought I killed you. Can I also say this is another one of the biggest biggest nitpicks in the world. I pressed the wrong button right there. Genius. But I hate, well, not hate. I dislike that. I can't do it fully charged. They'll get me. I dislike that your health bar is only 1 bar and not 2 bars when it's at max. Like, I feel like it should be 2 bars. Just. I'm sorry, it's just one of those little things, just tradition.
You've been eliminated.
Also, pop culture references, guys. Biggest Loser. So I messed that up. Whoops. Okay, that was actually a waste of Devil Trigger. I should have waited. Ow. Okay. Shit! And work out. Come on, come on, come on. That was not worth it. Holy shit.
Congratulations. You win.
Nah, we're not tearing the game apart.
You okay? That looked pretty nasty.
That? Nah. That was just a big fat joke.
Boo!
Let's go get
I
this
boo that joke. Yeah, you're not even wrong. This is very similar to the Slum sub-story in Futurama. I did not think that was worthy of a double S, but whatever. I'll take it. Also, got a new upgrade point. Ooh, I will spend that right away. What's a fun ability to get? What do I don't have? Actually, you know what? I'll finish up Osiris. There we go. Perfect. So now I can focus on either Aquila or regular abilities. I'll think on it. Oh, those other 2 guns? You mean the ones that I never use? Yeah, the other one of them's the shotgun, which is obviously a staple in DMC, and the other one is a gun called the Kablooey, which is basically a grenade launcher, and I hate it. I hate the Kablooey so much. I just think it's mostly pointless and very boring. The shotgun's okay. It's not my favorite shotgun, but it's an okay shotgun.
Now what?
This tunnel will lead you to the succubus.
How do I get down there?
Can only get there from Limbo. I can't follow.
What is that, an egg timer?
It's a vial containing a spell I made from a variety of...
I don't need to know.
You jump, I twist.
Are you serious?
Trust me.
I jump, you twist.
Good luck.
Who's ready for some more cool environmental shit? Okay, let's give the shotgun a sprint.
You don't have long. Hurry!
2 minutes? How about actually giving me a challenge? I mean, I don't actually have to fight all these enemies, but I want to. It is completely doable. two at once. Yeah. Keep on going. Keep on going.
Damn it! Die already! I don't have time for this!
Not bad. Shotgun does feel certainly
Get out
good.
of my way.
Probably should actually be paying attention to the time. I only got a minute left. Just about. Yeah, I know, video game. You don't need to rush me along. I'm just buying my time. Also, this is a good chance to gain some Devil Trigger.
I'm in a hurry.
Boom! God, I never used that kick so much before, but it's actually really satisfying.
I don't like the sound of that. Better hurry up.
Look, I'm good. See? Look how good I am. 20 seconds to spare.
Open up. Oh, wow. It really was nighttime.
Also, you lie, video game. I had more time than that. See? Completely fine. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, what a stink.
God, in a console version of the game, this is so obviously like a hidden loading screen. Also, sorry, excuse me. Oh, you mean hit stop? In terms of hit stop, I think this game is pretty damn good. For people who don't know what hit stop is the effect that happens when you do a move, and then when it does, like, a heavy impact, it seems like time stops for a second. And different varying degrees of hit stop can have different amounts of effect for the impact of a move.
So you must be the secret ingredient. On your prime date, you ugly sack of shit.
Who's ready for vulgar grossness?
You missed. My name, by the way, is Dante.
Dante, son of Sparda and Eva, the
Yeah, but you can call me Dante the Demon Killer. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
You want to kill me? You can't kill me. I'm 1,200 years old.
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
5-star rating. Let's just get into this boss fight. Don't worry, this is a better boss fight than Leviathan's Heart. Like, by far. Like, holy shit, it's a better boss fight. Now, if I remember correctly,
don't be shy.
the weak point is the head. Because of course it is. Yep! God, she takes so much more damage on Nephilim rather than Son of Sparta mode. Like, holy shit. Okay, if I remember correctly, I need to go over to the side, and then, yep.
Your arms and legs, shoot them up, and you will whatever your
You know what? Not a fan of that. If you're a fan of that, I'm pretty sure there's some sites online which I can direct you to. Or, sorry, not direct you to, because I don't know where to find them. But if you're into that, that's your choice, not mine. Holy shit, she takes so much damage. I don't remember her taking this much damage at all. So, we gotta move. That did nothing. Figured I would try.
Oh, really? Well, somehow I doubt that.
Alright, second phase done. God, you got such a potty mouth, lady. Has no one ever thought about giving you a swear jar? That was pretty cool, though. Alright. Time for completely necessary Devil Trigger mode. Not like I wasn't doing enough damage before. God damn it. Let me dodge. I'm still in the middle of my attack animation. Still one attack she hasn't done yet, which is odd. But whatever. Boss is over. Or at least not quite yet. Hey Risk, not quite done yet. Still got one more game that we need to get through. You did it, Dante. You sure showed her. I will also admit this final sequence is also pretty good. Just to finish her off. Because I'm a stubborn son of a bitch. That's why.
Know what your problem is? You're too clingy.
Such a graceful death.
I think you're all mixed up.
God, he had so many quips during this one boss fight. Like, holy shit. Also, who's ready for more classiness? This is as classy as the game gets. Like, holy shit. This is really awkward to watch, man.
What is it?
My succubus.
Really? Must we talk about her?
God, lady.
My succubus is dead.
Lay off the Botox.
Oh.
Sparta.
The traitor, what of him?
His spawn. The Nephilim. It fights.
If I remember correctly, that's as worse as the vulgarness gets in terms of just out of nowhere, really for no point, vulgarness. I don't think it gets as bad as that. Anyway, let's just move on. God, that scene is just... Okay, I understand that scene is there to be like, hey, to establish... It's there to establish that he knows that we're now a threat, but did they really have to do it in that way? That just seemed really unnecessary. I also feel kind of bad for whoever had to animate that. It was probably very awkward. Okay, you know what? I'm going to switch up my skins a little bit. I'm going to go to DMC Free Dante. Just to get a little bit of variety. Also, what I'm going to do is, since we took out that boss, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to get a drink, and I'll be back in a second. I'm not sure if we're going to get to the next boss tonight, but I'm going to try and get as far as I can. I'll at least get to the halfway point. And we'll see how it is from there. But anyway, I'll be back in a second. I'm going to get some drinks and some snackies. And I'm back. I really should make a be right back background for when I take breaks. I'm still trying to make a new profile pic and a new you know, like starting soon pre-video that I'm happy with. Ugh, jeez. Let's get back to this. Sorry, I was zoned out there for a second. That was weird. That hasn't happened to me in a while. You ever just one of those moments where you're just sort of staring into space and it's just like, what was I doing? Like, literally right this second. Oh, yeah, that's right, I'm streaming for people. Just literally, I just went, oh man, what was I doing right now at this exact second? God, that hasn't happened to me in a while. Anyway, next mission. Let's go. Start. See, this is why I don't have face cam, because otherwise you'll just see me awkwardly just staring into space and...
Yeah, we'll meet you there. See you soon, Virgil.
Watching some weird nerdy kid just sort of have a...
How'd you mean?
Weird episode for about 5 seconds.
Is it relevant?
I like to know who I'm risking life and limb with. He's my brother. He's trying to save the world. What's your story? Listen, I never asked for your help, but you gave it, and I appreciate it. I trust you. You can trust me too.
Dante's getting more likable, you guys.
He rescued me.
Oh shit, the hood comes
I was
off.
in a foster home. My foster father was a demon. He attacked me most nights. I had to get out.
Nightmares.
It's okay. I felt nothing. I couldn't physically escape, so I found another way. I aimlessly wandered limbo in spirit form. I found Virgil there. He heard my cry for help. He helped me to deal with the demons, both figuratively and literally. I killed the bastard. Now I want to deal with them all. You're gonna stick with us to the end, right?
Count on it.
I get that they're trying to make her more, and Dante a bit more relatable, like, as humans, but I feel like that's really out of nowhere, considering we literally just had a boss fight, which was super vulgar, where they were saying fuck you to each other.
That will have hurt Manus and got his attention. Now to land the second blow. Disable
Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'll be nitpicky again.
Raptor News Tower. Controlled by Mundus. They have a monopoly over the world's media. News, advertising, entertainment.
Mind control?
Yeah, and surveillance. They spy on the populace through their network of satellites, routers, CCTV cameras.
Yeah, I noticed that bit. What's the plan?
Cat?
The Raptor News Network is run by a demon, Bob Barbas.
Bob Barbas is a demon? So he's more than just a fucking dick. And he's in that tower.
Not that tower. That one.
Huh? In Limbo, that's not a reflection. That's the real deal. It's a prison, and Barbas rules it cruelly. There's no mercy, and no escape. Prepare the gateway. You'll have to go alone this time. Cat can't follow where you're headed.
Alone is fine. She's done enough.
On the plus side, won't be any cameras down there.
Good.
Dante, we don't know much about this demon.
I'm sure it'll be lovely.
Oh yeah, time to go to my favorite environment in the entire game. I'm being serious, I fucking love this next environment so much. This upside down reflection world, it's so cool.
Well, Bob, now I get why your point of view was so upside down.
I'm not sure if he gets more Dante. I would say he definitely becomes more likable. Also, yeah, Virgil's coat is freaking awesome. This is where it's going to give me a tutorial on how to use the gauntlets. Also, thanks, Dante. Also, can I just say this, now that Kat's hood is down? I fucking love that hairstyle. She has so much. Like, holy shit. Boom! Sorry, I needed to get that off my chest. And down we go. Man, I wish I had Virgil's coat as well. I started wearing bowler jackets. Is that what they're called? But like that type of coat that Virgil wears. Like I want to say about 2 years ago. And I remember back then I was the only guy in university who really wore that kind of jacket. Not the only guy, but definitely one of the only few. And recently, so many people have started wearing them. It's kind of nuts. I don't want to be that guy who's like, I started wearing the thing before it was cool, but it's one of those things where I'm like, huh. I didn't think that type of coat would become popular in my area, but I guess so. Hey, Mario Sonic, glad you can make it. Also, I should just call you just Mario. Mario Sonic's way too much of a mouthful. Yeah, I know, the embroidery on the shoulder, I love that as well. I'm just, like I said, I'm so happy they fucking got rid of that stupid fedora you had. I hated that fedora so much. And apparently a lot of other people did in the design team because they got rid of it. Either that or they heard that people hated it, so they got rid of it, which is also completely possible. Shit.
Badass.
Ooh, last second evade.
Smack that.
Nope, none of that. Ugh, damn it. Okay. Alright. Gauntlets. Man, I just wish he had a multi-hitting punch move, like in DMC 3, or a multi-hitting kick. Sorry, a multi-hitting kick move. Jesus Christ. One of these days, I will actually have an aneurysm. It is gonna happen. Also, I actually did it correctly that time, and I still didn't dodge. Thanks, video game. And I used to have so much trouble with those fat enemies as well. Now they're really not that much of a problem. There's one enemy I still have trouble with though, and we'll run into them somewhat soon.
Wow, So even Limbo has a slammer.
If you can't stay long, don't worry about it. I'm happy that you got to stop on by. I appreciate it. Yep. God, we go from a really like red and green environment. Now we're in a sort of red and blue environment. It's important to have visual variety for your games. I mean, with game design, there's a lot of things that's very important. You got to keep the gameplay flow fresh and rewarding. And you gotta have a lot of visual stimuli also while moving forward, especially in character action games, because if you don't, then it can get very stale very quickly. Right. Yes, the introduction of this mechanic. The freaking angel... The angel shooters, or whatever. I think this way was... progress? Hey, Scotty, thanks for the 25 bits, man. Very kind of you, as always. Shit, which way was I going? Oh god, oh jeez. I should have looked before I leaped.
Okay, there's the tower. Back on track.
I'm trying to think. Like, they've definitely updated character designs in sequels.
Whatever you are, get the hell out of here.
Now, I can't think of another character where they changed it for any reason other than personal people's preference. Because I know they've had to change designs before because of, you know, various reasons, such as, like, maybe there was something in the design that was offensive to, like, a religion or a group of people or something. I can't think of any other design which was changed for personal preference. Oh, damn it. You don't... Oh, really? Really, video game? You gonna do this to me? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna miss. I'm sick of your shit. I got that. Yeah, we'll trigger. Maybe it's just me because, once again, it takes so long to build up, but the amount of devil trigger that you get for how long it takes to build up feels very short. Alright, alright. That's still a good kick. I should really upgrade that kick. God, when you get it, it's so good. I have gotten hit by that so many freaking times, it's embarrassing. Alright, person. Alright, buddy. Person? You're not a person at all. What am I saying? That's enough of that, thank you. Hey, Yuna. You made it too. Holy shit, which way was I going? Let me get 2 of these red orbs just because they're there. Jesus, 110,000 bits? That's a lot of bits.
Go on, get lost!
Yeah, I've seen that happen before on Maximilian's stream. It's their decision if they want to support the creator that much. Guys. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Ah, great. Here's Mummy.
Please take that as a joke. I'm not being serious when I say that. What you do is absolutely enough. Also, yeah, that's right. They get enraged when you kill one of the same type of enemy. Shit. Okay, more Devil Trigger. Get as much of it done before it goes away. Oh, ooh, that was nice. You can also get bits by watching ads on Twitch. I actually did not know that. Huh. Either that or I just wasn't paying attention enough. Right, which way are we going? We're going this way. And 9 bits from Yuna. Thank you very much. I'm getting better at getting used to it. I'm getting better at accepting this from people. Because if I don't accept them, then... I've got it through my head that if I don't accept them, then it's just kind of rude. Because it's like, I don't know, I'm not accepting generosity. So I'm definitely improving. I don't want people for a second to think that I don't appreciate it. Also, did I kill that enemy? Holy shit. Oh no, it's right there. Do. And the alley up. Ooh, that was close. Give me that Devil Trigger. We're on mission 7 out of 20. However, there is a story DLC, which we'll get to when we beat this game, and I will be doing that because it's a completely different campaign as opposed to the DMC 3 extra missions and the DMC 4 extra missions. I shouldn't say extra missions, extra characters. Yeah, the Virgil's Downfall DLC. God, these enemies were not the ones I was speaking about having trouble with, but they can still be a pain where they really want to be. Especially when I'm trying to fight stylishly. That's shit. I saw it, I couldn't react in time. Holy shit. Ooh, you were fast. Damn it. That's my chance. God, I just seem to panic against them. That's my main problem. Maybe I should have tried Kablooey. No, there is an extra character. It's just... she is relegated to their own side little story. I don't know if I should keep it vague or not, considering it's pretty obvious who it is. You know what? No, I want Kicker level 2 because I really like that move. I only need to get 19 more upgrades, then I'll have every single upgrade for Dante. Yeah, it's Virgil. It's pretty obvious it's Virgil.
I'm coming for you, Bob.
I will say this. This game's version of Virgil is a very different take on the gameplay style of the character. And I don't think it's necessarily bad. It's much slower, definitely, than, say, DMC4 Virgil. But I still think it's pretty good. Not the best, but still pretty good.
Great.
Oh, you're talking about Wannabe Virtual and Yakuza 6? Oh, sorry, Junji Han. I believe that's his name. Yes, it is. I'm not going to get too much into it right now, but he has a fast mode, a normal mode, technically, and a slow mode. Like, slow heavy mode. It's certainly interesting. Oh, sorry, you're playing it? I'm sorry, I'm very sorry. Sorry, that's my bad. I kind of forgot not everyone's watching the LP for a second there. God, there's one more harpy. Where'd you go? There you are. Clip those wings of yours, and wow. Really sucks when you can't fly, huh?
I know you're there. I can feel you. Who is it? I'll cut your head off.
Put your stick down. I'm not gonna hurt you, unless you give me a reason to.
Are you a prisoner of Mundus too?
No, I'm from upstairs. Now, can you tell me how to get to that tower?
Tower? Why?
Because I want to kill the demon that runs the show. Will you help me?
Kill it? Yes. I can help. If you help me first.
Let's hear it.
Seems like a fair trade. Also, damn, Phineas, whatever happened to Ferb? Am I the only one who can kind of see a little bit of a resemblance because of the shape of the head? Is that just me? That might be just me. Oh, I completely forgot they added this in the definitive edition. The must-style mode. Enemies only take damage from S rank and above. Shit, I forgot about that. That's actually really cool. I like that idea a lot. Anyway, start mission.
Those flying bastards stole my eye. They torment me incessantly. I can't leave here without it. I'm trapped for eternity. Get me back my eye, and I'll take you to the tower. Over here! Flying bastards! Come!
They made that way more threatening than it really is, considering it's just harpies.
Go! Follow them! Find their nest!
Really cool designed harpies, though.
Yeah, that's it. Lead the way.
Alley up. Oh.
You little bastards.
Huh, well, never mind. Rude. God, I remember this level so well because finding those damn collectibles was so much of a hassle.
There you are.
Whoa! Oh, that was close. That could have gone really bad. Oh shit. Damn demon trains. They're only slightly worse than the London Underground trains. I see some fun environmental kills in the future.
Flying bastards!
What? Dante, are you okay there? Sorry, is it just me, or did he have, like, a really weird accent there for a second? It sounded a little bit odd. Shit, did it too early. Come on. There we go. Got one environmental kill, at least. Shit. Really good at playing this game, you guys. Come on! More of you? It's starting to get boring. Why don't you switch things up a little bit? Come up with some new moves. Get some new weapons. Look at me. I'm getting tons of new weapons. You guys just aren't trying hard enough. Ah, jeez. Hey, be happy his jokes are nowhere near as bad as my jokes are. I mean, my ones are pretty bad. Kind of a miracle that people stay after I say them, to be honest. Okay, what are those enemies supposed to be? Like, I think the idea is that they're like bits and pieces of debris, which have like a weird core, but I don't know. They always looked extremely weird to me.
No, get back here!
Oh god, oh god. I find it funny that we had such elaborately designed enemies, and then we just have...
That's gotta be it.
Basically, debris. Like, you're just fighting debris.
Why am I doing this for a crusty old demon? Oh yeah, that's why.
Don't worry, I'm tired as well.
Got it. You must be the Eye.
I wonder if you can see right now. That must be really awkward and really,
An ambush.
discombobulating.
Flocking bastards.
Like, can you imagine having your eye, like, in a completely different location and still being able to see? Like, holy shit.
Ah, no. Shit.
Oh, that's right, the ground beneath me can give way.
Crap.
What a fun environmental gimmick. That I have to be very careful of.
Running out of roof.
Oh shit! I was right over there and I didn't even notice. Don't stick your damn whatever the hell that's supposed to be in me. Jesus Christ. I'm doing very good right now. Stop going over on top of the... Oh god. Not a lot of room to fight. Not a lot of room to fight. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stay here and shoot you. Is that okay? Yeah, that's okay.
That was a cracking good fight.
Jesus
now,
Christ.
Get back.
If you don't like dad jokes, this is not the place to be, considering we now have Dante. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was awful. Alright, alright. Oh, not you guys. I hate fighting you guys so much. Jesus Christ, would you stop that? Okay, you know what? You get the spin to win. Oh. Hey, I said you get the spin to win. What, you don't want Spin to win? Well, Spin to win was pretty fun. Okay. Oh god, oh god. Damn it! Not quite. Jesus. Need to get better at fighting those guys. Also kind of sad that they don't have the enemy introductions. I guess after you see them one time, you don't get them again. Which I guess is understandable. But still, I would have liked to have seen them one more time. Also, unlocking concept art left and right. Sweet. Get out of here. I don't want one of that. Or, I don't want none of that, even. So guys, you gonna give me a good time? Ooh, yeah you are. Much good time. And up we go, and grab you, and then slash you around a bit, then arbiter, and then shit, didn't mean to do that. I'm a genius. Wanted to take care of the ads. Ow. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get this freaking combination, and it's gonna work. Okay, and then dodge. See? That was not hard to do. Well, never mind. God, I keep on forgetting to lock on because I'm trying to... the finger that I usually use to lock on is the same one I use to hit L2 and R2, so it's actually kind of hard to focus on every single button that I need to hold on to. Maybe it would work better if I switch it to a toggle. Maybe. I'll think about it. Hey buddy, here's your eye.
Who's there?
It is I.
The eye. You have it? Have you? I can see. Dante.
You know me?
No. I knew your father, Sparta. I can see him in you.
Sparta was a demon. I'm nothing like him.
No, of course. You are Nephilim. I can see that too.
What are you?
Phineas. Scholar, inventor, prophet.
Demon.
And until you arrived, political prisoner of Mundus. I am grateful.
It wasn't a favor. You said you'd take me to that tower.
Of course, my friend. Of course. This way.
Damn you guys, breaking chat. That's supposed to be my job. Also, I did a terrible job with style points. Holy shit. Weesh, not happy with that performance. Whew, alright. This is the mission where you're usually supposed to get Devil Trigger. I remember that. We're at 4,400 red orbs, so we're getting there with that final Devil Trigger upgrade. I think I could get to the next boss. I think I can get to the next boss no problem. Also, holy shit, I can. If I time that correctly, I can counter it? Oh, that's cool.
You were blinded and imprisoned here for how long?
Hundreds of years.
Are you sure you know your way around?
Like the back of my hand.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are you nuts?
I forget. You and I see things differently. Seeing things differently can open new paths.
What do you mean?
You only see evil in me because I am a demon. Try opening your mind. It's all a matter of perspective. As I said, I see things differently. We'll meet up ahead. I have something to show you.
We probably... It might be 3 runs, actually, to do the final DLC campaign. But for the main campaign, probably 2 runs, yeah. Also, you think that's bad? Try having a foster home for dogs where none of them are trained. Like, holy shit. So many accidents. It was unreal. I mean, they were the cutest little puppers that you'd ever did see. A lot of terriers, because my family really loves terriers. But, yeah, they caused some problems. One almost killed our rabbit. It was fun times.
Her name was Asiel. An ancient one. Nephilim, like you.
I didn't know there were others.
The Nephilim were the 3rd race. Sadly, they were hunted down and slain.
Why?
They wielded the power of both angels and demons. But unlike them, the Nephilim could easily cross worlds. They were formidable.
Which made them a threat. Like me.
And like you, they held great potential. What a waste. You want to reach your full potential? Perhaps Asiel holds the key.
Why, thank you. Also, yes, we're doing the DLC in this case, because the DLC in this case is actually... It's shorter, first of all, than playing the entire campaign again in, like, a previous Devil May Cry with a different character. And it's story DLC, so you know, I know. Let me judge this jump. Don't worry, we will get to the extra campaign in DMC 3 and DMC 4 eventually, just not right now. I want to focus on story stuff for now.
Asiel?
Yes. I agree with you. She is best girl.
It's a fucking demon.
Also, that was kind of funny. I do actually genuinely like that. It's like... the person I'm supposed to meet? Oh, no, never mind. Another new enemy type. That's right. She's got a sword that I can do that with. I remembered some strategies. Okay. Go through those. Thought that was an ability that I had, not going to lie. Come on. Okay, put the sword in you, put the sword in you. Yes, should finish you off. I'm not even standing on the ground. This could be awkward. Oh, yep, there we go. Oh no, the DLC has to be played after the game. Like, definitely, because that's when it takes place.
Right. Asiel holds the key.
Okay, let's not get distracted by chat. That's actually... oh shit. I say as I get distracted by chat. God, that is a lavish animation that they really did not need to put in. But they decided to, so I appreciate it. It's the little details, man. The little details that I really appreciate in games design.
Got it.
Also, hard cut to a different costume!
Dante, I don't think you understand what's at stake.
I'm not sure if she's the best playstyle. She's definitely a different playstyle. I think I like Virgil's playstyle, even though it's OP as shit. Because I just like the emphasis on melee and summon swords. I really like that playstyle a lot.
Alright, let's see what happens.
I think this is the last time we come to this place. If I remember correctly. I know Virgil's in a category in his own right, but still. You are free now, Father. Break those cuffs. You can't break those cuffs.
Dante, you are here because I wasn't able to protect you. For that, I am truly sorry. Your father fell in love with me. A love that transgressed rigid, ancient boundaries. We chose our path in the face of certain annihilation. We never regretted our choices, but we never gave you yours, my dear son. Now, finally, you will have that choice. You will have a great power. A power that will allow you to forge your own path. That, my son, is freedom. Be brave, my son. I love you.
And it's weird to think that... Oh yeah, that's right, it wants me to do that. Shit. It gave me full Devil Trigger. Also, holy shit, armor means nothing to these guys. Even if... Sorry, Devil Trigger means nothing to these guys in armor. I got it completely backwards. Holy shit. Yep, this is a really cool power I've got, Mom. Thanks. Okay, there we go. I think that was better balanced for base game, considering it would put them all up in the air originally.
It's human affliction. You are not human, Doc.
But as I was trying to say before, it's weird to think that before I guess DMC 3 was the closest to family.
Dante!
Like insight into Dante's family that we ever got, you know, because of the looking at the relationship between him and Virgil. But in this game, you get Virgil's relationship, you get his mother, you get his father, and it's interesting to me because reportedly from a lot of the leaks, Devil May Cry 5 is going to have a very personal story for Dante, which makes me think his mother or Sparda's going to come up again, and probably Virgil too. So it'll be interesting to see what the Capcom guys do for their version of family, if that's the direction that they decide to go. Also, God, I fucking hate these guys. I need to remember that I can parry their moves. Alright. Yeah, that shield's not gonna do anything. Dumb fraud. Damn Damn! Get that shield off of you! Come on, come on, come on. Alright. When this enemy becomes a problem, when there's more than one enemy that she can shield. Alright. No, you don't! Shit. Get rid of that damn shield of yours. Stop turtling. You think this is Injustice 2? Jeez. Okay. Onward and upwards. Also kill spiders because they give me money. Just like in real life. Well, that didn't work. Okay, wanted me to wait a little bit longer. There we go. Oh, are you being serious right now? I'm not going to fall down, I swear to Christ. I am not having an repeat of the glass floor incident. Ow. Get down here. There. Oh, shit. Well, never mind. Yes, I'm the fool. I actually hit way too strong. It's making it hard to hit them off of the edge. Oh, jeez. I'm confused which weapons I got equipped, chat. Oh god. It's fine. It's fine. Where's that other cherub? Oh jeez. Okay, okay. We're good? We're good. Oh, we're not good. Oh, we're not good. Concentrating very hard. Shit! Where the hell did those harpies go? Oh, there you are. Jesus Christ, the tracking. There we go. Just what I needed. Down to hell you go. Also, you okay there, lady? Seems like you're having a bit of trouble. Well, here's the thing. DMC 5 has not been officially announced yet. It's all just been loads of leaks and, rumors. But supposedly, it's by March next year. Like, absolute latest. Unless it gets delayed, which I think is highly improbable now, because, according to a lot of the leaks, it's been in development for 3 years. So, if we believe the leaks, it'll be out soon.
That was wild.
Come here.
What is it?
You found your inner devil.
Oh, there's certainly ways you can,
you have yet to discover
you can make him fight Sparta.
Mainly, I just want to kill the demon king named Mundus.
And if you do kill Mundus, who would take his place?
Oh, sure, I didn't think of that. I just love the zooming in his face because it was like, oh man, I didn't think of that at all. Also, holy shit, that time was terrible. Onwards to more upgrades. I think I decided I'm going to Let's see, free evades, increased damage bonus. I'm gonna take that. That sounds like fun. I think this is the next boss fight level, so after this, we'll be halfway done, quite literally, because this is mission 10, so let's do it!
I'm no longer suited to violence. I cannot proceed.
Thank you, Phineas.
It wasn't quite a favor. I want to see Mundus destroyed. And I now believe you may stand a chance.
What made you change your mind?
You were right. You're not just like your father. I see your mother in you, too. You want to hit Mundus hard? This is how. Mundus has power almost beyond limit. But he has one weakness.
He has a weakness?
Yes. His mistress, Lilith.
His weakness is that he loves her?
Mundus? Love? No, my friend. Yet, she has recently become the most important thing in creation to him. This is what I have seen. Lilith, his mistress, carries his child, his heir. You want to hurt Mundus? Kill Lilith. Kill the child. Nothing will hurt him more. But be warned, the fury of Mundus is boundless. Many thousands could perish.
Yeah, okay, child murder. Sure, cool. I'll just do that then.
My master.
It's fine. I can just murder a child. Also, this is very disorienting. Holy shit. But yeah, I think they could, if it's got more focus on family, I think they could totally, like, do a fight with, Sparta and justify it. Whether it be a spirit, like, a spirit recreation of Sparta, sorry, or they resurrect him, and he's being controlled or possessed, I think it's totally doable. Man, that child is involved in a scene much later in the game, and I think that scene is my least favorite scene in the entirety of this game, for a multitude of reasons. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Also, once again, really cool visuals. Also, this boss fight that we're coming up to, visually, it's absolutely amazing. And also, boss fight-wise, it's a lot of fun and has a really fun gimmick. Also, holy shit. Thanks, camera angle. Yeah, that was mostly my fault. I was talking and not paying attention. Right. Then it goes to the sideways. And then make sure I don't end this up. Okay, we're good. Come for you, Bob! Look how cool this looks! You're inside the logo! God, environment design in this game is great. Also, holy shit, I completely didn't see the angel dash that I was supposed to do right there. Whoops. Alright. Pay attention. I can do this. Blue on blue is a little bit hard to see sometimes. Behold, Alex Jones' true form! To be honest, I would not be surprised if this was the case.
Hey, Bob. Put a spin on this.
My personal view on the terrorists is that they are disgusting, degrading, ghastly, sleazy, purient, and generally nauseating. The worst of them is Dante. The whole world would benefit greatly by his non-existence.
I'm taking you off the air.
You think so? I wouldn't bet on it, you little shit.
Also, once again, body language is amazing. Holy shit, it's been a while since I've done this boss fight. God, visually it's so good. And this isn't even the best part. Hopefully we'll get to the best part. Okay, remember what I have to do. I have to do this! Yo, let's go, Bob! Woo! Alright. Okay. Get to the next point, go next to the next point. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Punch! You! In that smart face! Boom!
Segue into this!
This is the part I was talking about.
Now what we have here is some truly shocking footage of the terrorist, known as Dante, at the Bellevue Pier recently. So what do we know about this Dante? Several people have now come forward, and investigators have pieced together a shocking history of violence. At age 8, he attacked and killed the head nurse at St. Lamia Orphanage. She was described as a sweet old lady who particularly enjoyed working with children. Between the ages of 11 and 15, he broke out of no less than 8 youth detention facilities, often mounting brutal, humiliating attacks against the prison officers just doing their jobs. Between 16 and 17, he became involved in gangs, drug peddling, and is believed to be responsible for over a dozen homicides. And worst of all, he was also a well-known cruiser in the seedier districts of the city, rampantly spreading sexual disease of the unholy kind.
And ain't that the best kind, Bob?
I go bullshit, Bob. This is fake news. Shit, go do this again.
How about I kill you and piss on your corpse for cool points?
Alright. Yeah, none of that, thank you. I missed. God damn it. Shit. Oh, that's a lot of damage. so much damage!
This is hard-hitting news, Bob!
Oh, shit, back here again. Holy shit, I have so much
he just started
devil
killing
trigger, it's
people.
unreal.
He looked me straight in the eye, and at one point, it was just terrifying. He definitely had pedophile eyes.
I saw one girl, like, beg for her life, but, like, he said he was gonna kill her anyway. And then he did. Like, totally.
Since that horrific attack, it has come to light that Dante is involved in the terrorist organization called the Order. I have a message for the Order. The whole world is looking for you. Every camera, on every street corner, every police force in the country and worldwide. But we will find you. We will destroy you. It's only a matter of time. This is Bob Barbas of the Raptor News Network. Just doing God's work.
If you're doing God's work, I'm doing the demons.
I interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news. The terrorist organization responsible for the recent attacks has been located and is being stormed by SWAT teams as I speak. 2 of the terrorists identified in these images are known to be in the compound.
Bastards.
The 3rd terrorist has been cornered in another part of the city in a separate police raid. Rest assured, those responsible will be brought to justice at any moment, dead or alive. This is Bob Barbas of the Raptor News Network. Just doing God's work.
You're cornered. We got you. We'll crush you.
Jesus Christ.
You know what?
I hit by that one every single
We'll
time.
do it live. You suck. We'll do it live.
Getting sick of your face, Bob. Okay, I'm getting way too cocky. Or maybe that's because I'm way too powerful.
Breaking news, Bob. You're fired.
Tell you that's one thing that's also a little bit of a nitpick. Dante doesn't really do something super stylish every time he gets a new weapon. He kind of just
Make your next move, if you will.
looks at it, and then that's it.
You've already lost.
Will we get back in time to help out the Order? Will the demons win? Will we be able to take down Mundus? Well, you're gonna have to find out next time, because, this is where we're putting a stop to the playthrough for tonight. But not before I get my Trickster Demon Evade. Nice. Whew. I don't tell you guys, these sessions have been going by very quickly. Like, holy shit, it hasn't even felt like 3 hours. It really doesn't.